Right, I didn't think I'd be making this video, but it seems like I have to, because of what's come out about me, and people being absolute utter imbeciles and don't know basic shit about a normal computer. Anyway, so in my most recent video, the race to beat Gref G, JFix vs Chaos, we raced, for him and his mate had to get Gref G in 2 runs. I had to beat it. Pretty unfair disadvantage. 2 people versus 1 and I have to beat it. Okay, just because I'm good at the game when they think I'm like a cheater. And, right, try expose me, you can't. Now, I will admit, yes, I accidentally muted my mic during the video. But that does not mean I cheated, because my mic was muted for the rest of the video. It wasn't muted just for the completion. I switched what keybind I was using, I didn't have to click as loud, because my arrow key is so loud. I'll actually just boost that up by a shit ton. Right, but my arrow key is so indefinitely loud, I switched to my number 8 key on my number pad. So much quieter and way comfy for my finger. I accidentally clicked 7. And that mutes my mic. Let's test it. I was testing all this shit out, looking at my volume. Woo. 8. How was I meant to know? OBS does that with the number 7 key. How was I meant to know? On my number pad. On my computer. I've already shown you in the original Gref G video, it mutes my mic. It shows quite clearly that I accidentally clicked number 7 whilst recording, because I still spoke afterwards. I celebrated my completion, and my rest of the video was entirely mute. So I had to cut half the video out of the ending where I was like speaking to you because my mic was muted. You are all utter imbeciles. Not all, but you two in general. Chaos and ZB Zebra ABC123, whatever your name is. Utter imbeciles. And the screenshots of the messages that have come out about me, which I was messaging them, I'm going to address those too. Okay? They are pretty bad messages. They make me look like a shitty person. Sometimes I am. But other times, I'm not. So, I'm going to address the situation now so I can get on with my day. Actually, fucking do something normal. Right, let me move my hair out of the way because I can't actually see. Right, so if we go... if we shrink my webcam, I'll put it to there so you can still see me very clearly. I'll go into Discord. I will full screen Discord. Direct messages. These. Right. Yes, they are bad. So we were just on about the challenge. I sent them a screenshot of my 3 copies, because in the video, my first copy had an audio glitch, my second copy put my frames down all the way to 90, and my third copy, I beat it. And he's like, send completion, wanna see. And I've told him I'm editing the video. And then an hour later, he's like, where is it? It's been an hour, it takes time to edit a video. Obviously it does, it took me till the next day to edit it. And he's like, I'd agree if you weren't sitting on Minecraft. I had 2 tabs open. One was why edit on. Second one was CurseForge. I spent 5 minutes looking at mods for my future videos. Like, what? And he said it's been 15. Well, it takes 5 minutes to search when we click download. I have it open for the other 10 minutes in the background to download all of them. Because CurseForge does like 1 at a time. So I have said, ever heard of tabs? Absolute dimwit. Because, yeah, being an idiot. We only asked to see the completion. And he said it's very simple. Editing isn't simple. Never said that. Locating snippet out clip is. I have a multiple 45-minute recording take 2 minutes. Locate stop. I still want to edit my video for my channel. And you can only send a 20 megabyte file in Discord anyway. Use streamable.com, import the clip. It turns it into a link to send. Okay, I'll do it later. Couldn't be asked doing that. I'd rather just edit, get done with what I need to get done that night, and get to bed. It's been over an hour. It's just an hour, so I'm like, I don't get why you're so eager to see a completion. It's only a top 400. And he's like, we aren't eager to see it. So if you're not eager, then you can wait. You think I'm going to wait for you to edit 15 videos? Not all of them, I've had 2 important ones. They've been edited now. The whole Minecraft series that I'm putting out has all been edited. It's coming out over the next week or so. And it's not even at the end of my recording, it's about 2/3 through it, because I still recorded lots afterwards, but my mic was muted. So, obviously I lost all that recording. I didn't lose it, but mic was muted. Well, I'm going to include muted recording. All you can hear is audio from the gameplay, because if you go back onto OBS, you can see mic and desktop audio. Wonder what that means. That's the audio from the game, and my tabs are open. That's just my mic. Go back to Discord. It's a clip. It's not that important. What importance does it actually hold? We want to see it. Simple. And I put, wait. Simple. And he said, we've waited over an hour. And I put, it's just an hour, bro. Jesus. Time wastes both. You're bitching about an hour. And he's like, am I? Seems to me like you're avoiding sending the completion. You don't have the best track history for legit completions. It's natural we want to see it. Okay. Try expose me all you want. Because this guy has messaged me on TikTok, harassed me, and even said shit like, oh yeah, I'll make a video about this. You don't want to be saying stuff like this, do you? You have 20 followers. You have 20 followers. Expose me for whatever you want. There is nothing no one's going to do about it. No one's going to give a shit. You have 20 followers. No one's actually going to care. No one's even going to see that shit. And I said, all I'm asking is to wait. He said, give me a time. How am I meant to know an exact time when my video is going to be done uploading? I mean editing, because I'm editing 2, right? They are different lengths, so they will require more or less editing than the other. So I do not know an exact time to give him when we're done editing, because yeah, it is, at this point, it is literally, it's gone midnight. I want to do what I need to do on that current video, the GrefG one, and get to bed. Okay? I don't know how long I'm going to sleep for. I have a schedule. I could wake up at 10 AM or 2 PM, right? Like, how am I meant to know when I am going to wake up and how am I meant to give you a time if I don't know when I'm even going to wake up? So 2 videos to edit. I didn't even finish the GrefG one that night because this guy kept being a fucking imbecile, so I had to finish it in the morning and then edit my other video all afternoon. And he said, I'm not waiting for you to edit your videos. Give me a time. And I said, you're going to have to wait. Patience is a virtue. And I'm like, I don't know when I'm finished, you melon. He said, why are you going aggro? And I'm like, because you're nagging for a time, which I've said I don't know. You're an imbecile. Your reputation causes people like me to want to see proof early on. What reputation? Faking completions, but we don't need to get into that. Okay. Well, I live stream all my completions. I didn't live stream the GrefG one. It's top 400. I've already beaten it. No one wants to see me live stream. Fucking shitty level. That's a horrendous drop. And either way, I can't stream anyway. There was a new OBS update a couple weeks ago. I'm prevented from streaming. I can't stream. It literally crashes every time. All I can do is just record. We don't have raw footage. And you've seen the video. And he's put so provider. Said multiple times. To see the completion, okay, give me a time. Like, what don't you understand? I don't know a time for videos, because videos are different lengths and take either longer or shorter to edit than others, because they need more or less editing than on another video. And I said stop being a retard and wait, for Christ's sake. Before we continue, yes, the R slur was a bit of an overstep. What I meant to say was, stop being an absolute idiot and just wait. I called him the R slur, but it was a bit of an overstatement. I don't agree with people that use the R slur, and most importantly, I know people with disabilities, so I'm sorry for using the R slur. But we'll get back into the Discord stuff. He said, I wouldn't be saying things like this. Who cares? You'll find out soon enough. What's he gonna do? I'm addressing it before I get exposed because I'm a good be a good human with actual fucking decency. I'm like this fucking absolute imbecile. Alright. Give me your time, as in tonight or tomorrow. I put Jesus Christ, fucking tomorrow then, Jesus. He said, are you a Christian? And I called him hard because he said soon enough. Because, mate, what are you going to do? You have 20 followers. What are you going to do? And then he said, are you a Christian? I put, nah, religion is gay. Okay, I may have been a little bit under the influence that night, but I just don't agree with religion in general. Not just Christianity, but like... He said, give me examples of racism, sexism, and religion. I'm like, women have to like stay completely covered, right? Can't cut their hair. They have to fucking cover their entire bodies. They're probably absolutely sweltering when they're abroad in this country that has 30 near 40-degree heat sometimes, mainly 20 to 30 in summer. And he says, not to mention you call religion gay over a Christian question. What's wrong with Christianity? I just said, no, not religious. I have religious friends. They're fine with me not being religious. They're fine with me being against religion. Because what I believe in. I can believe in what I want to believe. And he said, I don't support Man United. Does that make you gay? Religion does not correlate. Religion does not correlate with football teams whatsoever. That is a ridiculous thing to compare it to. Because football is not nearly as big as religion. And I'm like, why are you so bothered? What does it actually matter? It's like, I just dislike people who hate without a reason, that's all. Okay, good for you. Well done. He's like, okay, go edit your video for me. I said, will do, call me a good boy. I said, what a fag. This is where it gets, like, really bad. But I'm addressing it before he makes a video that I have to address. Even if it gets one view, I still have to address it because it's of me and it's out there. But still. So yeah, I said, what a fag. He said, is being gay an insult? Yes. But how so? And he said, what's wrong with being gay? I said, I don't like gays. He said, why is that? Because I can. What's wrong with gays? Everything, bro, including men taking dick. It's weird. I'd say they're getting more play than you. Not a virgin, by the way. I'm not saying that like flexing it. I'm saying it as an example because he's saying I get no play and gays get more play than me. Trust me, I get more play than gays. Yeah, but who wakes up and thinks, yeah, I like it off the bum? I accidentally misspelled bum somehow. It's a 3-letter word and C isn't anywhere near B on the keyboard. It's got V between it. CVB, all rhymes. But, yeah. And then he's like, I haven't been one for 2 years, mate. Don't see me flexing it. So either you are a man slag because if you're the same age as me, losing your virginity at such a young age, 2 years ago, is just trampy. I've not been a virgin for just like 7 months. That's literally it. Or either he's way older than me and he is getting this mad about, getting this bothered about me not sending a completion because I'm too busy editing, or harassing me on TikTok. So yeah. I put, okay, good for you. Not a virgin either. That's not agreement, that's a statement. Regardless, you can't give logical reasoning for hating gays other than consuming media against it and following the line. Okay. And I said, yeah, I know. I just don't like them for no reason. So my reason behind my dislike for gays is everyone has opinions, but there are gays out there. They're like, oh, you're right, bro. Yeah, I'm good, how are you? You are a bird. No, I'm gay. Oh. Okay. That's nice, like, those are fine. But if you're gay, don't make it your whole personality. Don't be like, oh my god, slay girly. Like, that just pisses me off. The gay voice, that's fucking flaunting it about, making one trait about you your entire personality. And not just for being gay. Like, you have multiple traits that make up your entire personality. You don't use one trait and make that your entire personality, because what happens to the other 4 traits? They're just gone. So you have one trait that makes your entire personality. It's not even just for gays. It can be for any person that makes one thing about their entire personality. Like, I don't make not being a virgin my whole personality. I don't make being good at a game my whole personality. Because those are traits about me. Like being good at a game, or, I don't know, going out, or making videos. Like, those are traits. I don't make it my entire personality. I have other specialties about me that make me, me. It's like a guy who's mediocre at football. He's like, he's all right, but he's not good. He's not bad. He's like, oh my god, look what I can do. And just like 2 kick-ups. I make that his whole personality. Yeah, I did 2 kick-ups on the weekend. But I can do 3. Like, no one cares. Or if you're really good at football, and that's all you talk about yourself with, like, that is just, I find it a bit selfish. Like, okay, just because you're really good at something that other people aren't good, you make it your whole personality. That is selfish. And what about all your other traits? However many you have, you can have one more trait or 10 more traits about you. And you make one your whole personality. Make all of them a part of your personality. That's my opinion on gays. If you make your sexuality your entire personality, you're just an annoyance. It's not just for gays. It can be for lesbians. It can be for bisexual people, transgenders, saying you identify as a fucking curtain or a fucking cum rag. Like, identify as what you want. Don't make it your whole personality. But my honest belief, like my opinion, right? Everyone has opinions. My opinion is there's 2 genders. And you may think, oh my god, he's against like transgenders or like non-binaries. He's going to put himself in, he's just digging a deep hole for himself. What even is non-binary? Now, how can you not have a gender? Like, I'm not even trying to be rude or anything. I'm just saying, you're born with what you are. Like, yeah, you can get a sex change, but my opinion is, unless you're 18, you cannot say you're a different gender. Because if you are a child, if you're under 18 and you are saying, I identify as this, that is wrong. Transgender children should not be a thing because it's not even how they actually want to be. I believe they're influenced by people on the internet to be transgender, or they just see something and they're just like, oh, I want to do that. It's like a phase. Like, I literally know about, like, genuinely half the people I've met in my entire life have gone through that exact same phase, whether it's like being a kid and saying, oh, I'm like this sexuality. They change after a week. Or they keep changing. Same with genders, like, it's just, until you're 18 and your mind is starting to finish fully developing, then you can decide what you want to be for the rest of your life. Don't be a child and get stupidly influenced to be something that you're not, or to be something that you don't want to be, unless you are ready to commit to that. And I think that's all I have to say about my opinions. That's it. Oh, pronouns. That's one more thing I have to address. They, them, okay, we get it. But, like, why? Why do you not want a gender? Because, like, say if you've got a partner and you decide, you know what, I want to identify as a different gender, or I don't want a gender anymore, people have every right to not speak to anymore. Like, especially partners, because, like, they're attracted to that gender, and if you're changing that gender, you're going to lose your partner. They have every right to choose that for themselves. You're not guaranteed going to, but I know if my girlfriend said, oh, I want to identify as a man, I'd be gone within a flash. Not trying to be rude, but I'm not attracted to men. Not one bit. Like, no. I don't ever see myself being slightly attracted to a man. Fuck dating one, or a girl that identifies as a man. Like, yeah, you've got tits, you've got a vagina, you're still a girl, but you're identifying as something I'm not attracted to. So, as your partner, I should get to say, like, okay, I don't want to be with you anymore. That's just my opinions. Like, don't say like you identify as a fucking TV or a fucking curtain or a cum rag. Because that's not even serious. That's actually just taking the piss of using pronouns to advantage. Just when someone misgenders you or mispronounces like whatever pronouns you are, just a reason to have a go at them. You just like to be mad for no reason. Like, excuse me, miss? Did you just call me miss? I'm actually a cum rag. Brother, what? Like, it's not even funny. It's just taking the piss out of pronouns. It's actually just offensive to people that actually want to identify as different things. But stuff like that just takes a piss. Genuinely. Like, I don't get it. And I'm gonna go back to the messages. Wow, I was idle for that long. And he says, what about black people? Okay. Racism follows that same principle, so I'm curious. Nah, they amazing. No racism. Does this guy think I hate fucking equality? What? Just because I dislike gay people. And it's not even gay people I dislike, it's people who make that their whole personality. It's not just gay people, it accounts to all types of people that make one thing about them their entire personality. I will say though, in my opinion, I think gays do it the most. So I dislike them the most. Just gay people that like make it the whole personality. Like I know gay people. I'm not using the I have a gay friend as an excuse. Like I'm saying, I know gay people who make it the whole personality. Don't like them. I know gay people who don't make the whole personality, that act like an actual fucking human and make all their traits their entire personality, not just one. And yeah, I'm friends with, I'm related to. Like, yeah. And then I said, exactly, anyway, night. Looking forward to the completion. Night. And then he said, where's this clip at 4 p.m.? So then 2 hours later at 6, I finished editing, I'm uploading it to BigTube in a sec. At 10:45, he said, I've solved the completion, it's cheated. And you don't use correct click pattern. The click pattern was completely different to when you're actually playing. These imbeciles clearly have not watched my video, because my mic was clearly muted, so you couldn't have heard the clicks whatsoever. And he said, click pattern does not mean I have to hear the clicks. I can see a click pattern with my eyes. How convenient. Your mic muted, eh? You can see a click pattern. Look at the video and you'll see in my completion that my clicks are perfect. I beat the level. There is no signs of hacking whatsoever. And then I've just ended the conversation about nearly an hour ago. I was clicking with a different key. I accidentally clicked the key next to which muted my mic. On my number keys, on my number pad, right? I use that to click because it's more comfortable. Okay, sometimes I use it. It's the number 7, which is literally not even a centimeter. It's that close to number 8. That mutes my mic on OBS. Do you want me to prove it again? Would you like me to prove it again? That this isn't. That's my mic there. That's my mic. 8. 7 clearly mutes it. Watch. Like, it's a common mistake, and if I were to fake the completion by muting my mic, then why would I have stayed muted for the rest of the whole video? Like, making this video has really pissed me off now. Like, I don't even understand. Like, how can you be such an imbecile? You haven't even watched my video properly. You clearly haven't watched it. You're just using any excuse you can find to try and take me down, which you're not going to do. Debunk whatever you want with your 20 followers. It's not even him. That's his fucking ZB Zebra friend. Oh my god, he's got 67 in his name. Right, what's an absolute joke, man. Even worse. Zebra67. Nice one. Hope he dies. That's a joke. Before I have to make another apology video. Really, you put 67 in your name. What a mong, though. I will say that. What a mong. But yeah, that's literally... I don't know if you can actually see the messages or not. I'll shrink my webcam. Let's move him over here. That's as far as I can move him. But yeah, I was clicking with a different key and accidentally clicked the key next to it to mute my mic. Why would I have recorded the rest of the video without a mic, genuinely looking for any excuse to try to take me down, and they haven't replied for nearly an hour. So, that's literally it. That's all I have to say. I have nothing else to say. Sorry for using the R slur, because that is actually really bad. It was an overstep trying to call him an idiot. Because he was being an idiot. But, yeah. The past 2 days, 3 days actually, have been very dramaful. So, I apologise for my use of the R slur, and I apologise for the way I worded my opinions on homosexual people. I do not hate homosexual people. I hate people who make stuff like that their entire personality. And in my opinion, homosexuals do it the most. That is it. I've addressed all the messages. So, yeah, that is literally it. I have nothing else to say. So, goodbye, guys.